Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to install a coaxial cable F connector. It's a really simple process, and this is the side of the coaxial cable that I will be working on, and this is the side right here that I have designed to show you the finished product. So this is what it will look like in the end, and this is the side that I'm working on right now. So the first step is to actually strip the end of the coaxial cable. Now I have a specific stripping tool for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this in place, and I'm going to twist this a few times just like that, and then I can simply remove the piece just like that. That's what it should look like in the end. Now I did this with a specifically designed tool for this. However, you can do this with just a regular utility blade or a regular stripping tool. You just have to be pretty careful with your lengths. But I will tell you the specific lengths that this tool cuts the cable to right now. So right here, as you can see, there is this copper wire. That's the copper wire that actually transmits the cable signal. Now that copper wire, as you can see right there, there's about 5/16 of an inch sticking out of copper wire, just as you can see right there. There's also this white insulation. You can see the white insulation there, surrounded by these thin metal pieces right here. And there is about 1/4 of an inch of the white insulation and metal pieces showing right there. And then the rest of this sheathing is just around the outside, okay? So once again, 5/16 of an inch of the copper wire, and then 1/4 of an inch of the actual white insulation material right there, and also the metal pieces, okay? So now you have to actually install the F connector. I'm using these F connectors that work hand in hand with this tool right here. This is a compression tool, but you can also, if you don't have the appropriate tools, you can also use these twist-on F connectors right here. You know, there are many different versions, but this is just one example where you simply twist them in place. And if you're not going to be moving the cable often, then if you're only going to be twisting it in place once or twice and that's it, then these twist-on F connectors are amazing because they will do the perfect job. But if you're going to be moving the cable around often, or you want a really good connection, then you're going to want to use something like this with a compression tool or a crimping tool, okay? So basically for this, I'm just going to put it in place just like that. We're going to push it until there is a little bit of the cable sticking out, a little bit of the copper sticking out. So we just have to really push it in place. Let's just continue pushing it until we get enough of the cable sticking out. We just need to push it just a little bit more. Just give it a little bit more push. We're almost there. As you can see, the copper piece is almost sticking out just a bit, just a little bit more. Just one more push and we should be good to go. Alright, so that's basically good to go. As you can see, let's try and get the camera to focus. The copper wire is just sticking out just a touch, which is what you want. If you put your finger over the top, it should just barely touch your finger. And you can also cut the copper piece if it sticks out too much when you're done pushing. Alright, so the last and final step is to, if you were using this method, is to compress it into place. But if you're using a crimping method, then you just crimp it into place. So for this, I'm simply going to place this just like this in the appropriate position, just like that, and then I simply squeeze this together just like this, and it compresses it just like that. So now we're good to go. This is compressed in place. I can just barely feel the copper wire, and it's ready to be installed. And that's basically it. In this video, I have shown you how to install a coaxial cable F connector. As you can see, it looks good, it is functional, and if you don't have the appropriate tools, you can always use a utility blade or a regular stripping tool to strip the cable to the required lengths that I have spoken to you about. And if you don't have a compression tool like this, you can also just buy or use the twist-on connectors like these, or just a crimp-on style connector. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.